Let's change it, common
Common denominators? All right, so if this is an x squared, what's my common denominator?
y squared, x squared, y squared.
X squared, y squared. So I'm going to make this, I'm going to add a y squared under here, and then I'll put a y squared up here. This one needs an x squared and an x squared up here. So now I've got y squared minus x squared over x squared, y squared. This is starting to look good to me. Can anybody see why I'm liking this?
Because you have a common denominator after you divide the left side.
Yes, after I divide, it will line up, and that's good. But when I'm just, like, let's suppose that I couldn't see that yet. I see y squared minus x squared, y squared minus x squared. I'm liking that. Parts of it are starting to match up. I'm feeling confident about that. There are some times when you're doing a proof where you realize that you've made things worse. And you've just got to stop and start over again. There isn't going to be any homework due tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to try a couple extra proofs. And then also work a long time on this assignment together and work through it together. But we're not in a rush to do this, okay? So don't feel frustrated or upset. Now what? I hate dividing fractions. Let's change it into times. What should I do? So y squared minus x squared over xy times 1 over xy. Can you see it coming together now? So now we end up with y squared minus x squared over xy equals, or x squared y squared, equals y squared minus x squared over x squared y squared, which are the same thing. I just have to write it out. Please, I know at least 3 of you have younger siblings in 9th grade, and they don't have to be in 9th grade. They can be in anything. Show your younger siblings this homework, because this stuff looks impressive. Check. QED. The harder the proof, the more satisfying writing QED is. Huh?
No?
I just can't hear what you're asking me.
She wants you to zoom in.
Get further away? Is that what you said? That better? All right, it's getting complicated now. We're gonna do one more today, and this one is going to be you and your partner again. Let's do this.
Okay, then you better listen. You need a new door guy.
He's not normally the door guy. This was his first time. Give him a break,
I was writing down.
okay?
You have.
I'll tell you what, Georgia is an expert at this. Avery's also very good. Wyatt's trying his best.
Plus, you have.
I'm defending you already, buddy. I'm defending you already. I don't need...
What?
You sound like my children. Every time, I swear, every single time, Penny will be like, Zandy, you shouldn't blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, no, actually, Zandy should do that because here's why, Penny. And then Zandy will be like, that's right, Penny, because, and I'm like, no, don't. Now I'm mad at you. I was defending you just a second ago. It was actually really funny. Every once in a while, like, my kids say something that is completely inappropriate. But the problem is that I am the only parent now. So, like, no matter how I feel, it's all over my face. And I'm not quite good at hiding it all the time. So, like, the other day, I was telling Penny off for something because she was yelling at Zandy. And then I'm like, nope, Zandy is allowed to do that. And then Zandy comes up next to me, puts his hand on his hip, and says, "Yeah, why don't you shut up, Penny?" And I was like, "Whoa, little boy." And I started laughing because it was so funny to hear him go, "Yeah, why don't you shut up, Penny?" And like somehow it was so funny that I could not stop laughing. And I'm trying to like tell Zandy off for saying that she should shut up. And he's not believing me at all. He's like, "Got it. You think it's hilarious?" And I'm like, "No. I don't think it's hilarious." He's like, "Say shut up all the time?" I'm gonna. And I'm like, "No, please don't." All right, let's make a plan together. Some of you are already doing it. Tell me.
Put them to X and Y's.
I mean, sure, X and Y's, but
Legit.
So,
what else? Boxes, foil, box, foil, something like that. Yep, down the line, go for it. I'd probably do X's and Y's first, and then box or foil.
so you,
So you can do, like, if you did the box,
and then we
did
foil.
these two boxes are canceled. Because it'd be negative cosine and then positive cosine. So then it's just negative. I don't, well, because,
There we go.
Talk to each
yeah, just do the
other.
box and y. And then y squared equals
Divided by 1 over X squared.
cosine.
1 over X squared.
Theta plus,
And then foil it. And then you get
negative.
foil, box, or whatever. Negative X squared is which 1 minus X squared.
So do you see how
Is
it's just negative, and negative cosine squared?
divided this, so that's y squared x squared multiplied by x squared over 1.
Yeah, and then,
Cancel that, we get y
Yeah.
squared equals 1 minus x squared.
what?
So we know about that. Plus 1. No, it's minus 1. And what we know about 1 minus x squared is that equals to y squared, so it's y squared plus y squared. And it's sine squared plus sine squared. Oh, that's not.
Just never end.
Sure.
So what do you do with tan squared over?
If you both are getting stuck, call me over.
Yeah.
Good job. I mean, yeah.
You don't know.
No, because 1 minus cosine is not the same thing as 1 minus cosine squared.
Yeah, I stopped, I just did this, and then I saw they were the same here, but it's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's minus.
Because it's this first one.
Yeah.
So it's always just a squared minus b squared, which is
I
one squared
looked in the
minus
times though. For us,
b squared. I've been working with each other, my concept of triangles. So the work. Just this one.
Then you divide into
Because it's free.
No. No, no.
1 minus.
I already finished it. I gotta go. But that still doesn't add up.
I got y plus x y.
1 minus.
I got
You
y
just put
squared
it
plus
into
x. So basically it's like maybe we should just turn this, when we turn it into sine, maybe we should just do 1 minus.
Yeah. Sine squared is y.
And then turn it into
2 hours of academic.
So you're saying.
yeah.
Borrow. Borrow from her. She'll give us I hope.
No, it's because it's. Doesn't have problems.
There's no answers. It's all QED.
I know, that's what I told you. No, but the answer is
Because if you did the math correctly and you're equals, then you do it right.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's like it kind of gives you the answer with the problem.
She's always wrong.
Okay, they could be making
Negative x times negative x is positive. Negative times negative is positive.
Just